if you can't run with the big dogs, you got to stay on the porch. Barks. This bad Ricky's about to take us, 700, 800K here over the next couple days. So I figured we should take a look at her. So under here, we've got probably the best engine that I think has ever been made. We took out the Chevy engine and put in a Cummins engine. This is not a Dodge engine, it's a Cummins engine. Works pretty good. So we're gonna go check everything here. Let's pop this bad boy off here. Brake fluid looks good. So it's showing a little bit low. Let's see how the coolant or H2O is doing. Yep, she's in there. I might add a little bit more because like I said, we're going on a 700-kilometer road trip and it's supposed to be piping hot. I got this new tensioner here because this one, it works good, but the pulley is worn so bad that it's sloping and that belt, is just rubbing up against stuff. So we're gonna take that one off and put this one on. A snap-on version of this right here is, 350 bucks. I bought this for $30 and listen to this teeth. Listen to those fine little teeth. So nice. Look at that. I bet you that was 3 minutes. If I would have had the right tools here, we would have been done quicker. 3 minutes and this bad boy's already done. The other thing we want to do quick is clean the engine. And we'll also add some water. Come on. I have to remember to take this out before winter. Because if this froze up, that'd be bad. There we go. Okay, we'll rinse off the engine here. There we go. I think I have some 1540 kicking around here. I think the rest of it's 540, but she'll be fine. I almost forgot to check the blinker fluid. Got lots of that. Let's check the clutch fluid because you know what? I painted it black. You can't even see how much is in there. So if this thing's all leaked out, a guy, would never even know. I don't know much about much, but that looks good enough. The plan is to take it to this big show and Whistling Diesel and all these other guys will be there. And maybe some young guy will think this is so cool and he'll want to buy it. That's kind of my plan. See if it'll sell. I don't know about you guys, but I always seem to have an excessive amount of ATF kicking around, but very low amounts of engine oil. It's like a thing. It's like I don't even need ATF that much, but I always have it. I think that's good enough. All right, everything under the hood looks good. So next up, I'm gonna lift her up and I'm just gonna, take the wheel bearing caps off and jam some more grease in there, make sure everything's tight. And for the 10 minutes that it takes, it's kind of worth it. So let's jack her up. All right, we're gonna whack these off. All right, roll that out of the way. We'll just borrow the other guy's grease gun because it works better than mine. Another reason I think Chevy is just phenomenal is they have these little holes here where you can access the little covers. There we go. There's the bearing. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Looks like it's spinning good. Now I'll do the other side and then we'll get on to some other stuff. All right, slam the mic back on here. Come on. It's kind of on. We're ready to go to the rear end here. I'm gonna throw some of this Lucas stuff in the diff because it sounds like there may be a little bit of a hum. There's another truck I have that I think hums that no one else that's been in it thinks hums, but we're gonna throw this in. It says keep that engine alive. Good. Keeps old engines alive, keeps new engines new. Oil alone is not enough. Let's slam her in. I'm gonna slide under here and dump this whole thing in, hopefully. Trying to squeeze these bottles in with one hand is not easy. And on a side note, I've got this skid steer and this little mini excavator here for sale. I'm hoping to get around 70 grand for the package. So if you or your buddy's interested and you're from Alberta or around Canada, you know, these are good running units. They work great. So yeah, I think the truck is ready. So we're going to take her over to the car wash and give her a good blast, and then come back and maybe vacuum it out and polish it a little more. We're just gonna go to the car wash here, and I also have a little decal. I have a little decal to throw on the back to, you know, remind people that this is Sam's Trucks down at the car show we're going to here. Anyways, onward. You know, I always say, if you want, I always say, listen, driving an old truck, there's nothing like it. It's just an experience, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're back in whenever the truck was around, you know, back in the 70s or whatever. And I don't know how to explain it, but it just makes you feel that way. That's why I think they are so cool. And that's why I love driving them, and probably had close to 50 or 60 of them now. This one's definitely my favorite one, and it looks the coolest, I think. It's the most well done. The engine works great, transmission works great. Like you saw in the other video, I'm about 22 into it, but you can buy a new truck for 22, so I don't know, I'm not whining. I think it's pretty cool to have something like this. That's enough jibber jabbering. We'll see you guys at the car wash. Listen, I was a professional pressure washer for about 4 years. When you go to the car wash to wash your truck, this is what you do. So what you want to use is this tire clean. Before you get anything wet, make sure you got the chemical coming out. We're going to spray down the tires with this stuff. You can spray your body with it. If it's got grease on it, this is the stuff to use. And we also do the engine with this stuff. We'll soak it down with this, because this is just a really light degreaser is what this stuff is. I also finally came up with a name for this thing. I didn't come up with it, my good friend Tim did, and that is Barky, because she barks. If you can't run with the big dogs, you got to stay on the porch. Now that he is clean, we're gonna go back to the shop and give her a quick vacuum, clean the windows, and then I got some cool stickers to slam on, and then we're done. I think we're pretty much ready to go. We've got the stickers on. I added a little thing for the YouTube channel. We got tools, we got a lawn chair, we've got our propane stove kicking around here, we got a little propane bottle, I got a spatula, because you know you always forget the spatula, but I'm going to grab some paper plates and some bacon, because I'm doing breakfast on Sunday morning, you know, and then yeah, but got the impact. I put some shiny stuff on the wheels just for kicks, you know what I'm saying? Make them shiny, and kind of give the interior a half little, you know, whiz with the rag. Here's the deal, guys. At car shows, there's, you know, cool cars and there's lame cars. And if the cool cars are not super clean, which I think this thing is kind of cool, it doesn't really matter. You know, you can spend forever making it look perfect, or you can just put it in the show and have a good time. I'm not trying to get too wild here, but as you can see here, this is what I wrote on the window. Should be good, should be fun. We will see you guys at the show. I'm going to be filming a little video for the show. I'm really excited about it. I don't think I'm going to film the road trip process. My buddy Jaron Whelan is going to be doing that. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. But I am going to film a bit when we get to the show, which should be pretty sweet. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. That's kind of what I do to look over stuff before I go on a road trip, and should be a good time. See you in the next video.